Well, the markets are closed, so the price won't be moving. That's just for if someone has some doubts about it. Now, we expanded so low. As I talked about in the other videos, this was just some sort of market maker sell model to the downside. And now we don't even know where we are headed to. But starting the day, what I saw was this accumulation. We're just in this range, not moving a lot above it, not moving a lot below it. It's we can take trades in this, but not the best. And if we go here, we wicked. Like if you go in the 15 minutes, we have a huge wick, 100 points wick to the downside, and this is just pure manipulation. Now you could have taken like probably this trade, which worked, but it's in my objective trading, this would be in my model, this would be break even, but the stop loss of this would be kind of nah, I guess it was okay, but it was during my market open, and some people don't have a lot of confidence during it, and that's definitely okay. I want to talk about here just the thing that I've been talking about a lot of. We have accumulation, manipulation, and then some sort of distribution to the upside, but clearly this wasn't the best because we went a little bit up on the what we will call distribution phase, but we respected this rel gap and then we went down, which isn't just the best price action, and now we are expanding higher. And I want to talk about two trades. Here, as I just said, this was the manipulation. So what I wanted to take was some sort of retest of the change in the state, which would be this. Not the change in the state, retest of the, I call it the change in the state, some people call it a market structure shift. And I wanted the retest of this and then an uptrend, a trade to the upside. And here we had a 30-second fair value gap, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. We go up, we come down, we retest the change in the state, and we will go up with a lot of momentum. This could be a good trade, and this could be a decent loss. I didn't take this trade because I didn't have a lot of confidence on the fact that we chopped a little before. Now this is really subjective, and if we go here on a higher time frame, we have this 5 minutes right here that we are respecting. So the thing here about this one that I didn't like, and this will make the trade that I took kind of strange, is the fact that we came here and we respected this 5 minute fair value gap. So it came down. This wasn't the best PA. We probably should have at least taken this high. But when we see that this long fails, we can say, okay, the PA isn't that great. Here we didn't have an SMT, which also doesn't help, but also doesn't bother us. And here we can see, okay, I need to wait for something better because the PA isn't that great. And we came down and we respected here, you see it, and this candle, we respected this fair value gap, and we went up with a lot of momentum. And here, right here, we made another block. So with this momentum, I kind of saw, okay, we respected 30 seconds, which kind of makes this 30 second also valid because we are respecting, so we're still respecting something. So with all this momentum, if we go to 50 seconds, this is just blasting. This could be some sort of a trade, and we will close it after violating this order block, and we will go for 1 hour. And I took this trade, and as you can see, this is some sort of a sniper entry to a loss to lose a trade. I'm not really proud of this one because we are respecting this 5 minutes, and this makes this a protected high, and we kind of need to wait for the protected high to get taken and to have a lot of momentum to the upside. Maybe wait for an SMT. This isn't just the best price action. Wasn't a bad loss. Wasn't a bad loss. Wasn't a great loss as well, because I had already saw that the market, that the PA wasn't really that great. We had already failed along, so why should this blank work? I don't know. This was not my best, my greatest hits. Now, here we took this high. We inversed a fair value gap that was also being respected. If I here we have this 5 minutes, which was respected a lot of times, and here we inversed it, and okay, we still had, let me go on a 50-second. Okay, and here we had inversed already this 5 minutes, and we came down, we chopped. So here we have a let me see if we even have an SMT so I can explain this even better. I think we have, or don't. Yeah, I think, yeah, this is, we can call this an SMT, I guess. Okay, I didn't like this long right ahead because of the PA. Okay, this long was still invalid because we closed above this intermediate term high, which makes this invalid in my model. But I didn't take it because of this stall. We were stalling, then we left not the greatest because this isn't a singular fair value gap. I think the 30-second looks a little bit better, but not the best as well. And we are in the what we all call distribution phase. And here we had a lot of momentum to the upside. And right here we came to this 15 second and we respected it. But right ahead, just 30 seconds above, we made an order block. And with a lot of momentum, we inversed this order block, and I saw, okay, this probably isn't failing. And I made this trade. I don't know what my TP was. I think if I go in a 5 minute, my TP was something like this. And I took a contract here, another contract there. But that's just a trick I want to talk about, not the execution, just how the trade was placed. And the fact we had a lot of momentum, this trade worked. Okay, this trade isn't the best because we are kind of high. Isn't an A plus trade, but it is an A trade due to the momentum. And that's just a thing that I want to talk about today because the market in Friday didn't have the greatest PA, the greatest price action. So we gotta really be careful. The trade that I took, the loss that I showed you, wasn't wasn't a great loss, wasn't a bad loss. If we had good PA, I will call it a good loss. I knew beforehand that the PA wasn't good, and I still took that trade because I saw the momentum. But in hindsight, we already making like a bullet point out of this. In hindsight, we know that before we had a lot of momentum and the 30-second long failed. So why should the 30-second OB with the same momentum work? We don't know. We gotta wait for something better. We gotta wait to invert some of the fair value gaps and respect some of the fair value gaps so we can see where the market is headed and wait for the market to tell us where it wants to go. And that's just that I want to talk about today. This was the trade that I took, the win that I took, which made me green for the day, not a lot, but a decent amount. That's it for today. See you on Monday. Bye bye.